13 and 10, someone knows, okay. So if I plug in 4 divided by 0.5 is 8, plus 5 is 13. If I plug in 2, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 4 is 10, good. Okay, and what you guys get for the last one? Last one, 23 and 13, beautiful. Okay, so 9 divided by a half is 18, plus 5 is 23. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 4 is 13. Good. So 23 and 13 is our last one. Okay, if I had to graph it, this is way too large. I don't know, it'd be something up here. It'd go something crazy. So it doesn't ask you to graph, but it would have got shifted. So we shifted up 4 units and 5 to the right, okay? And then it got stretched twice. It got stretched vertically by 3 and horizontally by a factor of 2. All right, so we're gonna move down to the last one now. The whole equation. Okay, last one. So we're transforming this new function. So the new function is the absolute value. So the values we use for the absolute is -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And when we plug them in, you get 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, so again, the parent function, the values we're going to do from -2 to +2. And when you substitute them in, you get 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. So again, we're going to use -2 and +2 as our first points. And remember, our absolute value function or graph is a V shape. And now we're going to substitute the A, K, D, and C into the equation and do our transformations. And I'm going to reverse it now. What is our K value, guys? What's our K value? -0.5, thank you. So our K value is here. So this is our K. So -0.5. Okay, what is our D value? D value. Okay, so I have 3 and I have a -3. It is -3, good. So when we're moving from the bracket, I know it's +3 here, but when we substitute it, it's -3. Good. Now our A value, so I'm just going by the formula. We did the K, the D, now we're doing our A. So what's the A value? A value. Good, Esteban Dusa. I know you guys are paying attention. So -2. And our last one, which is our C value, which is outside of the brackets, is -4. Okay, I'm going to do the first one, and I want you guys to do the rest. -2 divided by -0.5 is +4. +4 minus 3 is +1. So again, -2 divided by -1/2. So a half, there's 4 halves in 2. So it's 4, minus 3 is 1. And lastly, -2 times 2 is -4. Subtract another 4 gives you -8. So our first value is 1 and 8. Sorry, 1 and -8. Now we do our next point. So we did -2 and 2. Now we're doing -1 and 1. So -1 divided by -0.5 is 2. 2 minus 3 is -1. -2 times 1 is -2. Subtract another 4, we get -6. So -1 and -6. Okay, again, I want you guys to do the last two. Oh, the last 3, sorry, there's 3 more. Oh, we got some values. I got something different for the first one. Oh, you wrote them in the opposite order. Okay. That makes sense. Gotcha. No worries. Yeah, and I think what you did was you did a +2 minus 4, which will give you -2, but it's negative and negative, so it's -6. Okay, if I plug in 0, 0, I'll get -3 and 4, -3, -4. Okay, because 0 divided by this is 0, subtract 3 is subtract 3. -2 times 0 is 0, minus 4 is -4. Okay, I'm going to do the last two. 1 and 1. So 1 divided by -0.5 is -2, minus 3 is -5. -2 times 1 is -2 times, or sorry, subtract 4 is -6. And lastly, 2 and 2, -4 and -7. You notice the pattern here, going down by 2s. Okay, and then this one should be -8 because it should reflect. So if I plug in 2, -4 and -4 is -8. All right, so if I had to graph it, 1 and -8, I don't know, somewhere here. -1, -6, -3 and -4, -5 and -6, and -7, -8. So if I had to graph it, it would look something like this. That's an awful graph. Okay, so it will look something like that. Okay, because it got reflected twice over the X and over the Y. And then they got shifted 3 units to the left and 4 units down. All right, before I give you the homework, any questions? Is anything confusing with what we did? Would this show up? Yes, it's a part of chapter 8. That's right, it's part of chapter 1. And you could use it all the time though. There'll be a specific question that will ask you to do the transformations, yes. But other times you could use it for all the questions. So I'm just writing a note. Alrighty. Okay, so homework. Page 70, number 1, 2, 4, 7C, 8C, 16, and 8. I think only 3 of them are graphing. So 7, 8, and I think 16. The rest is kind of just matching the graphs. So again, page 70, 1, 2, 4. Let me just turn this off so you guys can see it.